Welcome to the Oracles, the podcast where we talk all things music. With me is the absolutely best co-host to ever exist. I wouldn't trade her for anything in this world. She's the wonderful superstar Oracle, Z Mazibuba. Today we are joined by a dynamite of a creative. And when I say creative, I'm not using the term loosely on her. This young lady is not only a rapper, singer, songwriter, which is an incredible feat for many, but she's also a multi-instrumentalist, a theatrical performer, voiceover artist, and a fashion show director and host. Ladies and gentlemen, the Oracles have the honor of introducing to you a superstar in the making who will be a hero to many young people all over the world. Born in Johannesburg, the Department of Home Affairs knows her as Courtney Tandusomteto, but the world of entertainment knows her as XXC Legacy. XXC Legacy, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
You didn't have to expose my government name.
No, but people should know who we're talking to here. I know we're talking about that. How are you doing? Yeah, how are you
I'm
doing?
great, thank you. I'm great,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. I'm with the superstar Oracle Zima Zibuga. Unfortunately, we can't see her. She's just having a crazy day today. But yeah, she's with us as well.
No
I
worries.
definitely am. Good afternoon, guys. I hope everybody is good.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. So XXC Legacy. I'd love for us to start with the name. Firstly,
Yeah.
where does it come from? And secondly, is it like a Tribe Called Quest where we have to say the whole thing, or is XXC just fine?
You can say XXC, but I prefer XXC Legacy. I
Yeah.
just feel like it's a little incomplete. But some people would like to call me X, some people say XXC, but I prefer it when people say it individually, like XXC instead of double XC. I hate that.
Yeah. All right. And where does the name come from? XXC Legacy.
Okay, so my first name is Courtney, my second name is Tandisa. In Zulu, Tandisa means the one that they had loved.
Yeah.
And in olden day letters, when people used to write Dear John, Dear Sipo, please can you pass me the soap XOXO? Those X's and O's are hugs and kisses. So the X is hugs, no, the X is kisses, the O's are hugs. So I took that X and I made it kisses to the one that I loved, which is Tandisa.
Yeah. All right.
Then the second represented
Nice.
my, like 4x is equal to 20. The aim of that is to solve for x, to find x. So I'm trying to find the one who they had loved. C
Yeah.
stands for Courtney. Legacy means I'll never stop. So XXC Legacy is basically a story about an artist or about a girl that is trying to find herself in this industry.
Oh, that's
Man, I
beautiful.
like that. Yeah, I
That's
like
very,
it.
very beautiful.
You know, people just have names there for the fun of it, or maybe because they were called teaser in high school, then they just decide to run with it.
Yeah,
It's
like
rare to find a person who has a story behind their stage name, or
I mean your name is forever, so you wouldn't want to just say, yo, I go by the name of Little Cider. You'd be like, doesn't make sense. Yeah.
True. And for me now, because both my listener now, you were got back to the city a few weeks ago, yeah, a few weeks ago. And
Yeah.
that's the first time we literally saw you. And you were on stage with the legendary Kid Murray. Please tell me, how did you find yourself there and what was the experience like?
How did I find?
Yourself there on that stage with Kid Murray amongst like a legend, and how was the experience like?
So literally my performance time was like around 3 o'clock. And I was literally just after my performance, I was like to my friend, should we go home? Should we stay and watch other artists in network? I was like, okay, cool, no problem. And then I got a message from J. Joey saying, you know what, stay up until my performance and then I can go. So I was literally waiting for Aries and them to perform. And I stood there and I was just up and down, gonna go get food, going there by the artist section, just chilling, networking with different people. And then I'm there by the artist section and I'm talking with my friend. And then Keith Murray literally said, yeah, you know how to sing. You're gonna join me on stage. I'm busy laughing, thinking, what is this guy saying? 3 minutes later, yeah, you got 5 minutes. So I'm there laughing like, oh, my friend, Americans, I don't know, like, do they know what's going on? Do they know someone else? Like, what? Does he think maybe I'm just like a normal person? Like, what's in his mind? And then now he's performing. So my friend's like, no, let's go take some videos. So I go take some videos. I'm chilled. Hey, he dances, he pulls me on stage. And I'm just there like, what? And I literally had to sing a song on the spot. In my head, yes, I am a hip hop fan, but most of my music is let me say inspired by hip hop R&B, which is basically like the Biggie, Tupac. There's elements of R&B or boom bap in it, not hardcore American rap. So in my head, when they say Keith Murray is performing, you need to sing a song. I was literally about to say, nobody who can do it like you. I said, no, that's Keith Sweat. It was so. And then I just said, okay, well, what song do I know by him? And I didn't know any song up until I just remembered the snippet that they used, that Baxter City used for his video. So I just said, Candy Star. I just kept on saying Candy Star until he whispered in my ear, like, no, girl, it's Candy Bar. I said, and then as I'm like, he keeps on pulling me again. I'm just like, damn, this nigga really wants me to shine.
And I actually have the video as well. I took a video of that moment when you were on stage with him, and I actually shared it on the previous episode that we did. Yeah, it was a really great moment to see you up there with him. But can you also tell us about that outfit? Because you had like your green hair and your black dress with some green elements to it. What was the inspiration behind it?
So I recently dropped a collection, like my own merchandise with Cross Trainer, a local brand, and most of the colors that we used there were green and black. Yeah, green, black, and white. So I was literally just gonna wear something from my collection and then go on stage. But I thought, you know what? I need to make something a little bit different that is similar to my collection, but I also need people to identify me. And because of that whole collection that I did, everything of mine is basically green without me even realizing it. So it's also about branding as well. So I thought, you know what? If I rock up there, I need people to see or people to remember me or people to see, okay, that's the black sheep. That's the odd one out. I can recognize her. So I literally say, you know what? I'm going to buy a green wig and I'm going to do it so I can stand out. And I literally only just worked for Back to the City just so that people can spot me from far.
Yeah. No, you
worked.
Yeah, no, we were actually able to see you from far. Eh? So it worked. So it really worked.
But one thing about me, I have short hair right now, but I believe in color. So green would make sense, you know. So I really, because it's interesting and it's fun. And also I feel like, as you said, when you want to stand out, it's one of those things you can actually do to stand out.
Yeah. It will really make you stand out.
Yeah. No, moving on. Melissa?
No, it's fine. You can continue.
Okay. No, I just wanted to say, moving on, we do so much as far as the art or the art industry is concerned, right? Where does the journey of you being in the art begin, which then led to everything that you do now, the fashion, the music, and everything?
Where does it fit in? You're asking about the fashion.
No, I'm saying, where did the arts begin? Like, when did you realize, well, this is what you want to do? You're an artistic person and you just want to live your life artistically.
So in my family, everyone is more of like a commerce type of people. Like they enjoy business, something to do with business, even if it's accounting, even if it's marketing, even if it's finance. It's just everything to do with the commerce. And I also am genuinely a good business person. I love business. I even studied, well, I didn't finish, but I studied business and I passed with distinctions in varsity. But where it all started off was when I was 4 years old. There was an advert. I think it's DSTV, I'm not sure, but according to my mother, it was like an advert, and there was an orchestra like advert stuff. So I pointed to my mom saying, I want this, but I'm pretty sure that I didn't know what the hell that was. I said, no, I want this, I want this, I want this. And I cried and I cried and cried. And my mom, I think it was a smart move of hers to actually invest in my interest at that time. And she bought me the violin at the age of 4. So I went for violin lessons. They took me to Little Star. That I remember very clearly. And then I could not go to violin lessons anymore because my mom couldn't afford it. And then I was staying with my uncle at the time, my uncle and my aunt for 12 years. And my uncle was a musician, and even though he was in commerce as well, but he was also a musician. So you had instruments lying there. There used to be musicians coming in and out of our house, but I really didn't pay attention because the only musician in my head that I knew was Beyonce. So he left, he had a keyboard there at home, and I'll literally just go there and press it. Why? Because I'd fight with my cousins to say, it's my turn to watch TV. And I have the remote, I'm the oldest. So I'll just be like, you know what, let me just go press this piano until I learned, the piano. And then when I started staying with my mom was like, you need to go for piano lessons. I went for piano lessons. Well, it wasn't actually proper piano lessons. It was just like me playing at church. But then I started teaching myself via the keyboard because there's these classical songs that you have, and then they play it, and then I used to listen by ear. And then from then, I just learned one classical song, and then I went to the National School of the Arts tradition, and the teachers were also confused. Like, how are you playing a classical song? I don't know how to read it. Then from then, singing, playing other instruments. So singing came actually recently, but I started playing other instruments. I started playing along with my voice. You know, when you're in the National School of the Arts, you are exposed to other departments like drama, like art. No, I can't draw for shit. Like I can't even draw my eyebrows. But in the drama department, I was able to see what was going on. In the dance department, I was able to see what was going on. I would mingle with the people from there, mingle with some of the events that was happening there. And then from there, just the whole art grew in me.
Oh, that's awesome. Like it's an incredible journey. It's a really great journey that you've embarked on. Now, I want us to maybe start to get into the music quite a bit. You've had some pretty interesting collaborations so far in your career. I mean, there isn't quite a lot of music out, but there's quite a bit of collaborations that you've done already. Which one of the collaborations would you say has been a favorite so far?
Has been amazing.
No, which one has been your favorite so far?
Okay, so going back to what you said, I only started releasing music properly last year. So I was just a SoundCloud girl. I just thought, okay, if you drop on SoundCloud, your music is everywhere without having any knowledge. So once I did get the knowledge about there is something called digital streaming platforms, the DSPs, I was so confused. So that's why only my music was released properly last year.
Yeah.
And then based on all of the collaborations, I think my favorite one so far has to be Runaway with Muesli. Reason being is I think the type of sound, that sound, the boom bap sound was proper. I really enjoyed it. The way I delivered on the song. And I also liked her message on the song as well. I think it's one of my favorite collaborations that I've done. When you listen to it, you will definitely like jam your head. You will say, wow, I like the song. It's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, and I was actually saying a bit earlier when I was talking with Z to say that song is actually, it's called Runaway. So it's actually one of my favorite songs that you've done so far.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, guys, me, I raised you when you know, but anyway, it's not about me.
When you know, that's actually literally a campaign song. So it's the reason why it's the last song because it's not necessarily my genre. I worked with national producers VDK that also produced for Shekana, they're from Germany. Yeah. And it was just based on, okay, I've got a brief, I need to write a song about this, and I'm going to do it. It's not really it's not the least of my favorite songs in the EP, but work is work. If I have to put on that work and deliver, I'll deliver it. If the client wants this, I'll do what the client wants. But Runaway, the best. Yeah.
And I feel like you really knew how to choose your collab. From Dexka to J. Jovi to Muesli. If there's one thing you couldn't write, also besides the music being amazing, it's that.
Thank you. Shout out.
And while we're on the music now, let's talk about the EP itself, End of Days. Can you please tell us about it, like the inspiration behind it, how everything came about?
So I initially wanted to release singles. And then I remember the A&R that I was working with, this previous label that I was working with, George Avakin, was like, Courtney, you need to drop an EP. Yeah. And I was like, where do I even start? So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to now call an EP living the life with XXC, like something very cliche. I said, you know what? Let me just name it off of one of the songs, one of my favorite songs that I've done so far. And at that time, I think I only did like three. And I said, End of Days, that's my favorite one, right? Because it could touch on everything.
Yeah.
So the EP End of Days is basically an experimental project where I have different songs, and I speak about different topics within struggles. So I could speak about struggling and prospering and love as well. Those are the two key points that define End of Days. Basically, you'll find three songs that I'm in my element where I'm feeling like, yo, I'm a baddie. And then three songs where I'm feeling like, you know what, I need to talk about love and some of the things that I've struggled with, or I need to get a message across. So yeah, that's basically about End of Days EP. It's got different sounds. With regards to the features, I wanted to pick people and make them not uncomfortable, but make them adapt to a different sound. Like, for example, Runaway isn't really Musley's sound, but she killed the song, you know.
Yeah.
Falling with Big Star Johnson. He's a rapper, hardcore rapper, but he was singing, he got comfortable to experiment on the project. So it was really nice to see other artists, you know, experimenting on the project with me.
And on that song with Big Star Johnson, how did you guys come about to meet and decide that you're going to work together?
It's also alongside with other artists as well. What I do, I believe in consistency. Sometimes people don't have resources, and I don't have resources to be like, yo, dog, can you please ask me for Big Star Johnson number? I'm one person that will beg and DM you. I'd rather be the person that, yo, she was knocking on my door than she got a shortcut by opening her legs in the industry. No.
Yeah.
I will DM you like, hi, sir, hi, sir, hi, sir, hi, sir, hi. It took, I think, 2 years to work with Big Star. 2 years or yeah. To work with Big Star. I kept on knocking and knocking, saying, hi, the song. And then he jumped on it. So I told him, listen, I need you on the song. Like, I'm waiting for you. And then eventually was like, okay, cool. I got you. Let's operate. And then you put it first.
And eventually you got the song operated. While we're speaking about you knocking on doors, right, and trying to get to work with certain artists, right now, who's on your list of the people that you'd like to work with? Whether before the year ends or in the next year or so, who do you really want to work with? Could be internationally, could be locally. Like, who do you have your eyes set on?
Okay, so I'm going to start off with locally. I've been on Malumku Cat's case. I'm waiting for him. I'm on 25 case as well. So I want to also
hear that.
Pardon?
Now, so I can hear that 25K feature. Already I'm seeing it.
Yeah, like there's a song that I really want him on, and I know that he will kill it. Like he's one of also my favorite local rappers. So I really want 25K to jump on it. Malumku Cat as well. And Tejo, the singer. And then maybe still in Africa, but yeah, still in Africa, I would want to work with Oxlade. I don't know if that's how you say his name, Oxlade. And Ira Star, the one that sings I know what you baby. Oh no. It's a beautiful song. Those are the two Nigerian artists I would want to work with. And Mr. Easy. And then if it's international, definitely, I don't know how, but I will. I know by the grace of God, I would love to work with Doja Cat. I would love to work with Muramasa. Yeah, Doja Cat and Muramasa.
Doja should just come to the country, you know. It will do her good. And with that, you will get the collab. Doja shouldn't be a far reach, honestly. Doja, she must come to SA. For her case. And I should say that wouldn't be a far reach. But honestly, I like how versatile you are with the features. Like, if there's one thing I'm really appreciating is that you're not just going with one sound or one set of, like, you know, certain genre or certain sound that people have. You can reach out to Doja, you can work with Big Star, you can work with Spilo. All those people are different and they produce different vibes.
For sure.
And no, I just want
the inspiration that I'll get from all of these different, you know, artists that I want to work with.
Yeah.
You know, I'm also very curious about your time at the National School of the Arts. How was that experience like, being in the school? And is there anyone that you've been in school with at the time that are also doing some big things in the arts?
So the journey with the National School of Arts was so crazy. Like I feel like my story was a movie because I'm literally like this black girl that has no knowledge about music whatsoever. I know about some things, but I had no knowledge whatsoever. I literally got in by the grace of God. I went there, I did not know how to read music at all. Teachers were like, "How do you know the song?" I said, "By ear." They pulled me to the piano, they pressed the note, they said, "What note is this?" And I wasn't supposed to look at the piano. So I said, "It's an A." But I remember that it was an A based on the song that I was playing. Yeah. And then once you get in the National School of the Arts, so we call that your first instrument. So you audition with piano, you audition with whatever instrument you get, and then you get in. Then once you've been accepted, you choose your second instrument. So most people already had their second instruments, and people were choosing voice, and people were choosing violin, and people were choosing just other instruments. So not that I'm competitive, but I feel like if I don't know anything, we all must not know anything, so we can start off together. Now, if someone has the knowledge, they're always going to be ahead of me, and I don't want that. So everyone's like, first instrument, piano, second, voice, piano, keyboards, or they were just choosing instruments that I was like, Lord, what am I gonna do? So I was like, okay, let me play saxophone. Two other people said saxophone. I said, I actually don't know other instruments. I only know these basic instruments. So I'm looking around the classroom and I'm trying to check the instrument chart, and I see clarinet. I said, where do I know this name from? Oh, SpongeBob, Squidward has a clarinet. I said, first instrument, piano, second instrument, clarinet. The teacher was like, okay. And no one was doing clarinet at the time. And I was like, okay, yes, I'm the only one that's doing clarinet. I can start from scratch. My teacher taught me, and I think piano is like a foundation instrument. Once you know how to play the piano, you are able to play other instruments as well, where they may be woodwind, where they may be string. The concept is still the same. So I was very like a fast learner when I play the clarinet. And then my teacher skipped me literally and was like, you know what? Can you stop your instruments and make clarinet your first, make piano your second, and then you're gonna jump from grade 1 to grade 3. And I was like, okay. And until I ended up finished the syllabus when I was in matric, that I could choose any song I wanted to do. And I was like, I want to play Kanye West now, because I was literally done. I was like, give me Pink Panther. I didn't have to choose according to the system, but I chose from the book. It was just crazy, like the whole experience of going to the National School of the Arts, just studying music, finding out that I came from nothing. Now I'm understanding it and it's easy for me. Of course, not the history, because everyone hates history, but like the theory of music, whether it's writing music, composing, all of these things. It was just such a journey from where I came from, knowing absolutely nothing, to how I finished off. So I think it did play a huge part in my career overall, because I feel like I do have an advantage compared to other artists. And I'm going to take my National School of the Arts experience and get in. So an example of certain people that came from National School of the Arts is Champagne 69, but they were in the art department. They were drawing, and then they started rapping. But with me, I don't want to be like, I can rap, I can sing, and I'm done. I want to show people that I came from the National School of the Arts. So I have that advantage that I can play instruments, and I can play a weird instrument according to people. So I can rap, I can start rapping, then I can take out my clarinet, and then I can, just do it. So it's like, what is she doing? What is that? It's a black person that's doing this. I feel like I have that advantage because of the instruments. Let me see which other artists came. Uncle Vinny came from National School of the Arts, but he was doing drama. There's another guy called Ayanda Yumba. He's working with Cooper Papi and all of them. He also was in the music department, but he was like 4 years younger than me. Nomvelo, Lindiwe from Scandal. She also came from National School of the Arts. Dineo Moketi. Yeah, I think Dineo Moketi also came from National School of the Arts. The violinist from Freshly Ground also came from National School of the Arts. Charlize Theron came from National School of the Arts, but she was doing ballet. There's quite a lot. The list is endless.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. It's really amazing.
And you're taking a lot of knowledge. I mean, so young, but the amount of knowledge you have on music blowing my mind, honestly.
I mean, it's my passion, my first love, then business.
I get it. I hear you.
All right. Because Z has to run off very quickly. But just one quick question from me. Between everything you do, you also find time to do some charity work, some of which with Malaika Children's Home as well as Kulisa Foundation. What were those about?
So what the first charity organization I ever worked with was the Malacca Children's Home. Um, it was part of my journey at the National School of the Arts. I hosted a fashion show where I sold tickets, I think for 20 or 50 Rand. So I made the whole fashion show. I invited different people, different grades to come and work with me. And then all of that money, we decided to go to game and buy toys and give it to the Malacca Children's Home.
Yeah.
Like brand new toys because it was almost Christmas season. And I think from there, the love of working with charity um really helped me or really changed my life. Then from then I started working with the Kalisa Children's Foundation, Rise. So it's basically like about, different people in Bumalanga. They have like different topics that they deal with. So you could find that they just trying to teach people about resilience or they have their own charity organization. So I'm just really involved in, doing a few projects with them, like donating glasses. I was there when they were doing eye testing, speaking about resilience, how people can be resilient in the certain environment that they have. I was just going ham on it because I believe that charity always begins at home, number one. And you never know whoever's watching you could get inspired by what you do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's really beautiful, man. One last thing for me, right? As I said earlier, you're still very young, but I'd like to ask you this question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I think I'll be gone. I'll be gone. I'll be there. I'll be out.
Yeah.
I like with the momentum that I have, with the faith that I have in God, even though yes, things are not working out the way I want to work out, I always believe that God has a plan and God has a way. And I believe that eventually I'll get there. And 5 years is a long time. And there's no way that in 5 years I'm going to be in the same position. So I feel like I would have been able to travel the world to go and perform. I would have been able to work with international artists. And I would be one of the top recognized artists in South Africa. I don't want to say rap, I don't want to say sing, I want to say artist because I'm an overall package. So they would say like, yo, damn, XXC's from South Africa. Oh, she left us. But I'll still be here, but I'll be that side. I'll be more recognized there because South Africans, they're really not supportive.
Yeah. All right. You seem to have lost it there. And she really had to go. But no, that's beautiful. And we actually really believe in you, which is part of why we actually had to talk to you now before you were difficult to find. We had to take advantage at this very moment. But thank you. We really appreciate you, XXC. We appreciate the work that you do. We appreciate the talent that you've been given. And we really hope to see you achieve everything that you want to achieve in terms of arts in general. But yeah, for me, I think that's just about it. I don't know if you have anything else to say.
No, just shout out and thank you so much for hosting me. I really appreciate it. And to everyone else that's watching, God's timing is not your timing. You can get frustrated, but wait for God.
Yeah, no, that's very, very true. XXC Legacy, it's been an honor, such a great honor to talk to you. And one day we will definitely look back on this day. We'll look back on this interview and say that we were able to talk to you before you were difficult to find. But thank you very much, XXC. We wish you all the best with your career. Wish you all the best with everything that you do, not just your music, but everything as a whole. And we really look forward to seeing you once again very soon. Hopefully, next time we talk to you, it will be in person.
I'll be gone. I'm joking.
Yeah. XXC, thank you very much. That is for us, the Oracles. We'll see you again next week. Have a wonderful one. Bye.